Good evening and welcome to our Facebook Live, where we're going to be featuring some of our amazing community partners tonight. My name is Taryn Hyatt, and I serve as our area director for the Utah and Nevada chapters of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. With May being Mental Health Awareness Month, we really wanted to use this opportunity as a chapter to bring together some of the amazing community resources that we have here in the state of Utah and that are also accessible in most other states as far as NAMI and parent guidance, who you're going to hear from tonight. But what tonight is going to look like is I'm going to bring on our guests one at a time, and they're going to share a little bit of information with you about the programs that they offer and ways that you can engage in supporting our mental health, what crisis services are available, and again, where can we go for resources. Once each of them has had an opportunity to share with you some of the information for their programs, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. So please feel free. We'll bring your questions live online and answer them in a panel format as we conclude. But the feature for this year's Mental Health Awareness Month so tonight, let's kick that off and again, ensure that we know where we can go for support and help in our communities. So the community partners we're going to be joined with tonight, first we'll hear from Robin Holcomb with NAMI. We'll then hear from Ashley Costello with Safe UT. And then last, we'll hear from Ann Brown with the Cook Center for Human Connection. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Robin.
Hello, everybody. I'm Robin Holcomb with NAMI Utah, and just so thrilled to be a part of this event tonight in recognition of the importance of mental health and well-being, and that we all come together to support one another with our mental health, especially during this pandemic time. So just real quick to share with you about NAMI Utah, we work to educate, support, and advocate for anybody impacted by mental health conditions throughout Utah. So that includes people who have mental health conditions themselves and family members who are supporting them. So at NAMI Utah, we believe that peer support and education are crucial to the recovery process. So all of our programs are led by people who have personal experience either with a mental health condition or as a family member supporting a loved one with a mental health condition. And sharing our stories is an important part of the healing process. So all of the programs and all the things we do at NAMI Utah are free. And at this time, they are all online and easily available to you. So we offer a variety of classes, support groups, and seminars for adults and for family members. Many of our programs are also offered in Spanish, and they're always all of our programs are led by two certified volunteers who interweave their personal experiences throughout. And classes cover basic mental health education like signs, symptoms, treatment options, crisis planning, recovery, even things like how to better communicate self-care and resources. So in our support groups, we focus on the present, offering just hope and understanding from other people who are going through similar situations. And new since the pandemic, we now have 60 and 90-minute seminars that are held each Thursday evening, and they include mental health education and the opportunity to hear stories from folks who live here in Utah about their mental health journeys. So for teens, we offer Progression, which is a course for teens with mental health conditions, which I'll go into in a bit more detail in a minute. And then we've got a NAMI Young Voices group. Um, it's a committee that works together to bring mental health awareness to young adults throughout the state. And then there are NAMI on campuses, which are campus clubs that work to help reduce stigma and bring about mental health awareness. But I want to circle back to Progression, our course for teens, because we do often get inquiries from folks asking for help for teens who are struggling with their mental health. This 6-week course is taught by certified instructors who we call near peers, meaning that they're young adults who first experienced mental health challenges as teens And the course is very teen centric. It uses like just learning kinds of modalities that are fun and that speak to adolescents. For example, they learn through video clips and games, music, fun art projects, journaling, phone apps, and lots more. So the evaluation data uh, consistently shows that people who participate in NAMI programs have a positive, often life-changing experience. We take our data very seriously. But in addition to our programs, we offer free mentoring. And our skilled mentor team provides an empathetic listening ear. They share resources and they help navigate the criminal justice system. And they are available really Monday through Friday. You can call the number there, and I'll be sharing more information about that. So basically, for more information about NAMI Utah, come visit us at namiut.org. Give us a call at 323-9900. And I want to say that if you think you might benefit from some mental health support, we really encourage you to give it a try, even just for one visit, because most people do feel a little nervous about, participating in such something that's so tender to them. And we know that, just give it a chance, is what I encourage you to do. So just remember, you are not alone. I want to just wrap up with there are several quotes here, but I'm going to just share one with you, which is that first one. This group feels like home, and I can easily open up. I mean, these are the kinds of comments that we receive on a regular basis, and we want to welcome you to our NAMI home. So again, if you have any questions or you want to learn more, reach out to us at namiut.org, and we look forward to seeing you.
Hello. Hi, my name is Ashley Postello, and I am a project administrator from Safe UT. We wanted to take the time to remind you about Safe UT and that we are still here and accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, even through the summer months when school is not out. So what Safe UT is exactly is an app that can be downloaded at no cost to you. And we are there to support students and parents and guardians and also educators throughout the state when they're in a time of crisis. So it is a crisis intervention and school safety tip app that, again, students, parents, guardians, and educators have access to at no cost. Users can start a chat with master's level clinicians, and they can text back and forth. Again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can also start a call with clinicians 24/7. And they can also submit a school safety tip that our clinicians will review, assess, and either possibly contact law enforcement for some additional help and support, or send it along to the school that the student belongs to follow up on that safety tip. If you don't have a device, the chat and the tip functions are also available on our Safe UT website, and that is listed there for you, safeut.med.utah.edu. Again, it is an app that can be downloaded at no cost to you. All of our clinicians are master's level clinicians employed through the Huntsman Mental Health Institute, which is housed under the University of Utah. While we do cater mostly to students and to schools, again, we are there after school and after school lets out and during the summer months. If you ever need someone to talk to, or if you're in a crisis and you need some intervention support, or if you just need an individual to ask about for resources about possibly how to support yourself or maybe your student at home. It is not listed there, but I will share our email if you have any questions. It is just safeut at hsc.utah.edu. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Ann Brown. I'm the president of the Cook Center for Human Connection. The Cook Center for Human Connection is a Utah-based nonprofit. We're focused on suicide prevention and mental health support for families. And we're dedicated to eradicating suicide across the United States. We're starting with youth and the kind of upstream approach that we know these upstream solutions will help us not have downstream crises later. So our focus is to bring together the best programs, partnerships, research, policy, and events that have demonstrated effectiveness in creating the human connections that are vital for strong mental health. Why are we doing this work? Suicide, as I'm sure many of the people on this call know, is the first leading cause of death for individuals 10 to 24 years of age in Utah. In the rest of the country, it's the second leading cause of death, but in Utah, it's the first. And as you can see from this slide, we are smack dab in the middle of what the CDC calls the suicide belt. The 10 states with the highest suicide rates in the country are all kind of clustered right here in the Intermountain West. And so we're really focused on how can we help with this and bring the numbers down, because we know that every day 500 kids across the country attempt suicide, and sadly 20 kids die by suicide. So the Cook Center has put together 3 programs that we're funding and sponsoring this year. Hope Squad, many of you I'm sure in Utah are very familiar with Hope Squad. They currently serve about 900 schools nationwide, and we really believe in this peer-to-peer network and fund grants so that schools can get Hope Squad started in their schools. So we're really proud of that work. We're proud of the work that Hope Squad does and see them as a wonderful partner to what we do. In September, we're going to launch an animated web series called My Life is Worth Living that really helps children know, or kids know, that they're not alone. They're not the only ones with those feelings. Because one of the things that we also know about youth suicide is often kids are very impulsive, and they'll plan a suicide based on, a horrible event that's happened for them, and they might only plan for 24 to 48 hours because they feel like they're the only ones that this thing has ever happened to. And so what we're hoping to do with My Life is Worth Living is give kids a talking point, give kids a character that they might recognize in their own life, and then show them the character or the others around them that would be willing to give help and support. And so this launches in September in conjunction with World Suicide Awareness Month. But the project that I want to talk to you about mostly today is called parentguidance.org. And parentguidance.org is a free resource for anyone to have access to. And what's nice about it is it's on demand. It's available 24/7, and it's there for parents to have a place to go when they're facing the tough mental health challenges with their children. So let's just watch a quick video.
Sometimes the simplest things are the hardest, like speaking with your child about how they feel. Because your child is living in a different world than you experienced. You might have had a bully on the playground. Now your kids' bullies are in their home, on their computer and phone, in their face 24/7. Kids are connected on social media to so many, yet can feel so alone and without true human connection. They can be very occupied, yet so unhappy with unhealthy thoughts. As a parent, it's hard to know what to say or what to do. But there are tools that can help you. Parentguidance.org is a library of courses from leading family therapists to support and help you build confidence in your ability as a parent. To connect.
It looks like we're on a little pause there.
Your child.
Oh, there we go.
Especially about the tough stuff. Create healthier relationships and a better life for your family. Discover the power you have to shape your child's mental health. Join parentguidance.org. It's free.
So parentguidance.org is free and available to anyone to use at any time. It's this collection of courses on the difficult topics like depression and suicide ideation and even things like cutting. And it just kind of gives it empowers parents to know how to talk with their child, teaches them what to say, just gives parents support. So we're really hoping to we want this to be available to everyone and hope that they can, have this experience on demand when they need it, the moment that they're facing these challenges with their kids. Cook Center is, again, Utah nonprofit. If you're interested in learning more about any of these, parentguidance.org, it's up and available. Hope Squad, we actually have a grant program available right now for schools to be able to apply to have Hope Squad in their school next fall. And if you need information on any of this, please just reach out to ann.brown@cookcenter.org, and we would be happy to help you with anything that we have available. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. So we have some amazing people doing really great work in our community. And this is really a chance, you guys, to ask questions if you have them and engage. What do you want to see? What do you need to know more of? We will definitely post each one of their contact information and websites on our Facebook page so that you can access them. But I am going to bring our guests back and just want to open it up for a few minutes and see if there are any comments or questions. Again, feel free to just comment on this video and we'll answer your question live. So I'm going to bring back again Robin from NAMI, Ann from Parent Guidance and Cook Center for Human Connection, and then Ashley from Safe UT. And I'm not seeing any questions yet, folks. So let's maybe think for a minute if there's something that you wanted to say that maybe you left out, or something that your program is doing that you'd like folks to know about.
I have something to share while we're waiting for questions, and that is NAMI Utah is hosting our annual walk coming up on May 22nd. And it's going to be virtual this year. There are lots of ways to participate. You can find out more at namiut.org, but it's going to include opportunities to do yoga as a group, I think there's going to be a cardio exercise class. There's going to be just presentations, or, you can just sort of meditate or breathe deep, somewhere peaceful. You can do whatever you want, but just want to, throw that out there for you. We'd love to see you guys at the walk. A virtual walk.
Yeah.
What's the date of that, Robin?
That is the 22nd of this month. It's a Saturday. And we'd love to have you. It's an awareness event more than a fundraiser. So keep that in mind.
One of our favorite events. We love to come to that, and we'll look forward to next year being back, hopefully in more person, but appreciate the efforts you guys put forth in this virtual space.
Well, and right back with you guys too. We love your walks. So.
Same with Safe UT. I can touch on some virtual options that we have. Normally, we thrive in our outreaches and school assemblies and faculty presentations and parent night presentations. But with this crazy school year, a lot of that has decreased. But we did make a Safe UT virtual workshop lesson plan for students, and it is ideally for educators to implement in their own classrooms on their own in their own time. So if that is something, I know May is a busy month and it's wrapping up school, but if that is something you're interested in being sent personally or having access to, feel free to email us at the Safe UT email, which is safeut@hsc.utah.edu, and we'd be happy to share that with you if that's something you can put in your agendas for this school year or possibly next year as well.
Awesome. Thank you. So it looks like we do have a good question, and I know, Robin, you could probably speak a little to this. So Jenna, thank you for joining us and asking, can you give some tips on how you might support a suicide attempt survivor? So I'll just plug one program quick. Coming up on May 15th, AFSP is hosting a virtual Supporting Those at Risk. And so we'd love to have you register and join us. Again, you can find that at our website, afsp.org/Utah. We've also created a new program called Finding Hope that goes more in depth, again, for how we can support and love, our person that maybe has struggled. But Robin, you guys offer some great support groups and things. Do you want to share a little bit about those?
Sure. First off, Jenna, thanks for that question. And first, I want to say the most important thing to remember is that you are not alone in wanting to support somebody, who has attempted suicide, and that this journey, there's a whole community of people out there that want to, be a part of this journey with you. So my first suggestion, honestly, is that you consider registering for one of our NAMI Utah's Family and Friends seminars. It's just 90 minutes on a Thursday evening, and I call it kind of like a little appetizer to what NAMI has to offer. And what it will do is help you learn a bit about mental health. You'll get some education, but you'll get it from the perspective of two parents who have adult or younger folks in their family who have mental health conditions. And so that's probably number one. The other thing is family support group, where you can go and meet others. We have support groups on Monday and Tuesday evenings. And then depending on the age of the person that you're talking about, we have a class for parents of youth with mental health conditions, and then a class for just parents or family members supporting those with mental health conditions, and that's called Family to Family. All those resources are not only going to educate you on how to understand your loved one and understand like why they do the things they do, but you're going to learn like real hands-on kinds of things, like how to communicate better with them, how to how to find more joy in your relationship, resources, just a lot of those kinds of things are going to help your life to be more enriching. And then you'll also get to make some new friends. And so we'd love to have you. Love to see you, Jenna.
Yeah, thank you, Robin. It's so great. And again, it's such a gap, right? It's an area that we've recognized is very needed. And, I always just encourage people, treat them the same way you would any other family member who has a health issue. You show up with love and not judgment and support. And again, we encourage them to help seek. And again, in our program, you're going to learn more about, safety plans and self-care for both you and your loved ones. So again, thank you so much, Jenna, for the question. Anne, do you want to touch on just a little bit about the event coming up on May 19th of what that can look like for folks if they want to join?
Sure, absolutely. So 2 times a month, we do what's called a Family Mental Health Night. And so the next one is on May 19th. And what that is it's an introduction to parent guidance so that people know where to find it, know how to find the courses, know how to ask a question of a therapist. And on the event, we actually have a therapist in attendance. I think on the 19th, we have Dr. Kevin Skinner. And you'll have an opportunity to ask questions just like Jenna did here, and have a response directly from a therapist who just gives you some great suggestions. And he usually gets to, 5 or so questions every night that he does one. And it's kind of having a friend who's a therapist, having somebody that can answer some of those tough questions for you. So yeah, we'd love to have anybody join. And again, Ann.Brown at cookcenter.org.
Awesome. Thank you, Anne. I got to attend one that you guys held in for the Nevada School District, and it really was incredible. So again, a great opportunity to have your personal questions answered. So again, we'll be posting links to all these websites and resources for you. So look for those. We have just a couple more minutes. Is there any other questions that are out there? Chat them in quick. If not, I'm going to give our guests just an opportunity to share maybe a parting thought. What do you hope people gain from May, right? Mental Health Awareness Month. We do it each year. Maybe what's a favorite thing, or just something you'd like for people to take away from spending some time with us tonight? Robin, why don't we start with you if you don't mind?
Okay, yeah, again, the most important thing to remember, I feel, is that you are not alone. I mean, this, mental illness, we know impacts 1 in 5 people. We are all touched by mental illness in one way or another. You are not alone. Reach out. There are people experiencing the same things that are there for you that want to help educate and support you. So just never forget that you are not alone.
I love that. Ashley.
Yes, I would like to remind others that while it is very important and awesome to check in with others, I think it's also just as important, if not more important, to check in with yourself as well. A common analogy I love, and it's very easy for me to picture it this way, is, on an airplane, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you help others. I feel like it's the same with mental health. Take care of yourself, check in with yourself and your mental health as well first, and then go ahead and check in on others.
I love that. I love that one. Anne.
I just want people to know that they're loved, and even if you don't know the names of the people who love you, there are thousands and thousands of people who do, and even if you're just putting out a cry for help on social media, you'll find that people value life. We value your life, and you're really loved. So hang in there with us. We'll help. We'll all together get through it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, I just want to thank each of you for taking time to be with us here tonight. And, thank you again for the support you provide into our communities. Something that we notice all the time is there's a lot of tremendous help out there, but often we don't know where it lives or where to find it. So we really appreciate you being here and sharing with our community where they can access support and services. So I just want to end by saying thank you to those who tuned in. Share this broadcast, share it far and wide so that more people can learn where they can gain support. And as we move through this month of May, I kind of joke because I'm a mental health advocate every day. I know a lot of the folks on here are as well. But May is a chance for us to just amp it up and encourage those conversations. But as somebody who has been there myself in that dark night of the soul, I am so grateful for the hands that were there to grab when I reached out. And so do that, reach out, call the crisis line, reach out through the Safe UT app, attend one of the amazing courses and classes that NAMI hosts, check out parent guidance. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd have had that as a tool with my team. But there's a lot of tremendous things out there. So again, thank you to each of you for being here tonight, and we'll sign off for now, but wishing everybody a beautiful rest of your evening. And again, thank you for supporting mental health for all.
Thank you, Taryn, and thank you, AFSP.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes, thank you. Have a good evening.
Absolutely.
You too.
Okay.
See ya.